Jeremy, thank you. This morning we're talking about an issue that seems to be growing among young people, and that's hearing loss.
Yeah, with Christmas right around the corner, also some situations and toys you can avoid to keep this in mind. Joining us this morning, Bill Amrhein, who is a hearing instrument specialist, talking about some of those toys, some situations that we find ourselves in. It can be a celebratory time, but it also can be a loud time of the year, right, Bill? Let's start there with some of the things we can think about as we are Christmas shopping and going to Christmas events to protect our hearing, especially our young people.
Yeah, well, for parents, there are some handheld toys that can get very, very loud, especially if held against the ear, over 100 decibels, which can cause, pretty immediate damage. So there's a list online called the Sight and Hearing Association Noisy Toys List that they can look at and protect against some of those toys, because if it's loud to them, it's going to be, damaging your young people.
And it's something you don't even think about, damaging toys to your eardrums. Yeah. You think about like the children eating it, sticking pieces where they shouldn't go. So talk about, is there any type of regulation for damaging toys like this?
No, not yet. The World Health Organization does have some, advisements and things like that, but as of now there's no legislation against that, so the parents are the first line of defense at this point.
There's been a seemingly rise in issues with this. Toys have become more advanced. Everybody has earbuds. Talk about the big picture and some of the things that we're seeing now when it comes to young people, children into their teens, and issues with hearing.
Right. Well, personal listening devices and loud entertainment venues are causing hearing damage in over 1 billion people aged 12 to 34. And at Beltone, we see the effects of long-term hearing loss on speech processing, causing dementia all the time. So, to have hearing loss at that young of an age is alarming.
And when something happens that young, is there any way of recouping it or repairing it?
No, once it's gone, it's gone, and it's going to keep getting worse. And of course, you could have genetic predispositions to it as well, so it compounds,
Now, you've heard the saying, if it's too loud, you're too old. Right? But, we've all been in situations, concerts, really loud events. Let's talk about concerts. There are ways to enjoy the concert with maybe not all the noise also, which can make it even more enjoyable knowing you're not doing damage to yourself while you're enjoying your favorite band.
Yeah, correct. I love live music. It's been a big part of my life, so I wouldn't ever want people not to support live music. But like Fender, who's a guitar maker, they make non-occluding earbuds that are kind of a swivel design that go down in the ear. So it protects the high frequencies, which is where you get your lyrics and things like that. So you can still enjoy the concert, but protect yourself. So those are online as well.
So the best advice for parents, especially this holiday season as it pertains to toys, because most of them probably have that holiday shopping done already, just went down the list, didn't think about even checking to see this, because this is something I hadn't heard of before you really brought it up.
Right. And it was very surprising to me, some of these decibel levels when I saw that list. So, just the general rule of thumb is if it seems loud to you, just remember how close your kid is to it, especially if it's a handheld toy. Because at 10 inches away, the decibel levels do drop quite a bit. But, there were some that were still registering over 90 decibels, which, at 30 minutes, 90 decibels can damage your hearing. So, 10 inches is not at the, often within their arm's reach,
Well, great stuff.
Yeah.
Bill, thank you very much.
Thank you
something
very much.
to think about. We want to have fun, but we want to stay safe.
Yes,
hearing
we do.
is part of that.
Yes, we do.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.